Seniors face a growing number of legal issues from Medicaid to guardianship, preserving assets, wills, estates, and the like. Navigating these issues requires the expertise of an elder law attorney. Bernie and Rhoda Fowler with Kentucky Elder Law are my guests on the Aging Adoptions Program. Bernie is the chairman of the Elder Law Committee for the Kentucky Bar Association.
Past chair. I
Past
retired
chair.
from that.
Okay, very congratulations. Rhoda Fowler is a prominent elder law speaker and has written a book on litigation. Thank you for tuning into our show. We've been speaking about Medicaid, Medicare, and exactly what to expect for folks that are at that stage of life where they're preparing perhaps for a nursing home visit, and how the payer sources for that works and what people can expect in terms of planning and setting aside assets and working within the Medicaid system, and calling upon the expertise of attorneys like Bernie and Rhoda. Now, you guys work certainly with folks that are transitioning to nursing homes. Oftentimes it is the seniors that find themselves in that situation, but not entirely. Other folks may be in store for a trip to the nursing home as well for other reasons.
We have found that there is a great increase in early onset dementia, whether it's Alzheimer's, frontal temporal lobe dementia, or some other kind of dementia. And in young people, it progresses very quickly, requiring a nursing home in the future. Folks who have multiple sclerosis or Parkinson's with an early onset often will wind up needing the same care as seniors, and therefore we help those folks as well. Right.
Okay. We were talking previously about Medicaid planning and how to prepare for your assets and what some things that you can do. Are there limits to the amount that can be properly set aside for spouses and children?
Well, there are limits within the initial part of the rules. Depends how deep into the rules you get. The initial pass is that the community spouse can keep half of what's called countable resources, up to about $110,000. And then there's some other ways that assets can be categorized that fall within different parts of the rules. It's very much an individual situation. It just depends both on the facts. The facts in the family all make a difference as to what can be done.
And it's kind of like if you're in the 30% tax bracket, the IRS would love you to send 30% of every dollar you earn to the government. However, we all know that's not required because you have medical deductions, interest deductions, contribution deductions, business deductions, and so on. Same thing with Medicaid. They would like you to send everything to the nursing home and spend it on the nursing home, but Medicaid's own regulations do not require that. So we work with folks using Medicaid's regulations to help preserve assets. The sooner we get to folks before a nursing home admission, the more that we can preserve. But we are often able to help preserve a large amount of assets, even if somebody is already in a nursing home. Going to the Medicaid office on your own is kind of like going to the IRS on your own. It's not an advisable do-it-yourself project unless you know all the rules and are very conversant in them.
So how does your office assist with Medicaid applications?
Well, we do Medicaid applications for a lot of people, not just people who we've done planning for, because people may come to us and there are no assets, or the situation is so simple that there's nothing to plan for. They just follow the basic rules. We will then gather all the data, and we have a very formal process for this. We will gather all the data. We will make up a Medicaid application submission package, and then we will send a staff person to the Medicaid office to file the application. Our client or the family member never sees the inside of the Medicaid office. We do it, and then we do the follow-through until it's been approved.
And it's important to understand that it winds up costing the nursing home resident, in effect, nothing, because the money that people pay us, they would otherwise have to pay to the nursing home and have the family go to the Medicaid office, paying our fee, whatever it might be in the circumstance, is legitimately part of a spend down that is allowed by Medicaid. so that they pay us and the nursing home, and then we go to the Medicaid office, or they pay the nursing home and they go to the Medicaid office.
So the costs involved are oftentimes offset by the
right. It's just a question whether are you eligible for Medicaid on Monday or on Wednesday, because you're going to end up with nothing to be on Medicaid, basically. And either way, you're going to end up with nothing. So,
wow, sobering thought for many people.
Yeah, they're not too happy when they find out about it.
We're talking about legal topics facing seniors. Bernie and Rhoda Fowler, elder law attorneys, are my guests in the studio. We'll pause for these messages and be back with Bernie and Rhoda and more topics of interest to seniors in the Louisville area. You're listening to Aging with Options on 970 WGTK.